While the world can't stop talking about Jude Bellingham, a quieter storm is brewing, one that wears the number 7 at Sunderland.
What a day. 2 goals, your first professional goals in football. How did that feel?
Felt really good, yeah. The first one was more like, I don't know, like relief because we've equalised, and then for the second one, the buzz was insane.
It looks like you're enjoying yourself on the pitch, so much passion, the fans love watching you play. Yeah. Why do you think Sunderland's been such a good fit to get the best out of you?
I think they're quite similar to me, really, in terms of how I play the game.
But not everyone's convinced it's a storm worth watching.
Jobe Bellingham. I actually don't think that Bellingham has lit the championship alight this season. And to be honest, that's the rhetoric I've seen across the internet, across the footballing world.
Because when your older brother is lighting up the Bernabéu, scoring clutch goals and winning trophies like it's pre-season, you don't get to grow in peace. Every touch you take is measured against someone else's legacy. Every mistake, amplified. Every moment of silence, interpreted as failure.
Nothing like your brother! You're nothing like your brother! You're nothing like your brother!
Jobe Bellingham walked into professional football with a target on his back and a question on everyone's lips. Is he actually good or just well connected? He's tall, but is he too gangly? He's versatile, but is he a master of anything? He's playing in the Championship, but would he be there at all if his last name were different? Some scouts say he lacks bite, others think he's too passive, too polished, not enough edge. And fans? They're split, half hopeful, half waiting to say, told you so. But here's the thing, Jobe keeps showing up. No headlines, no declarations, just quiet minutes, steady starts, and that lingering feeling that maybe, just maybe, something's coming. So forget what he might be, let's find out what he already is. Because the real question isn't, is Jobe the next Jude? It's, how good can Jobe Bellingham be? Born in 2005 in Stourbridge, England, Jobe Bellingham stepped into football with a legacy already looming. He joined Birmingham City's academy, following the path of his older brother Jude. At just 16 years and 107 days, Jobe made his professional debut in January 2022, becoming the club's second youngest player ever, just 69 days older than Jude was at his debut. He soon became a fan favourite and his name was often chanted during matches. But comparisons were immediate and relentless. While Jude was dazzling in Dortmund and later at Real Madrid, Jobe's early performances were scrutinised. Critics questioned whether he was benefiting from his brother's reputation. Was he truly ready for the professional stage, or was his ascent accelerated by his surname? In June 2023, seeking to carve out his own identity, Jobe transferred to Sunderland. The move was strategic. Sunderland's coaching staff included familiar faces from Birmingham, providing a supportive environment. Notably, Jobe chose to have his first name on his jersey instead of his more famous surname Bellingham, signalling his desire to be recognised on his own merits.
Jobe Bellingham has just changed the name on the back of his shirt. Why? Let's find out. Younger brother of Real Madrid star Jude, the 17-year-old made headlines with a brace against Rotherham in just his 8th championship start. And there are high hopes for the £1.5 million midfielder who captained England's under-18s last season, and whose greatest asset, according to his manager, is his desire to learn. But the Bellingham name weighs heavy, and Jobe appears to have taken a step to ease that pressure by removing it from his shirt, instead choosing to wear Jobe above his number 7 for Sunderland.
This transition marked a turning point. Away from the immediate shadow of his brother, Jobe began to establish himself. The Championship's demanding nature offered the perfect proving ground. Here he wasn't just Jude's younger sibling, he was Jobe, a player with his own journey, challenges and aspirations. Standing at 1.91 metres, Jobe Bellingham cuts an imposing figure on the pitch. His tall, athletic frame is complemented by a composed demeanour, allowing him to navigate the physical demands of the Championship with a maturity beyond his years. Jobe's ball control is a standout feature of his game. His close-knit dribbling ability enables him to weave through defenders, often creating space where none seems to exist. This, combined with his spatial awareness, allows him to anticipate plays and position himself effectively, both offensively and defensively. Tactically, Jobe is a versatile asset. He has been deployed in various roles across the midfield and even as a forward. This flexibility not only showcases his adaptability, but also his understanding of different facets of the game. A prime example of his impact came in Sunderland's 2-1 victory over Norwich City in December 2024. Jobe scored the winning goal with a technically demanding curling shot, reminiscent of the kind his brother Jude might score for Real Madrid or England.
Meanwhile, Sunderland free kick. Feeling the drama's not done yet. Here's Bellingham checking and scoring!
Comparing Jobe to other midfielders his age, his technical and mental attributes set him apart. His ability to maintain composure under pressure and make intelligent decisions is notable. While many young players might rely solely on physical prowess, Jobe's game is built on a foundation of tactical intelligence and skill. Yet, despite these strengths, questions remain. Is his versatility a sign of being a jack of all trades but master of none? Does his composed style mask a lack of aggression or urgency? And most pressing of all, how does Jobe truly compare to his brother Jude?
When we played against him first game of the season, you could see straight away. I thought he's exactly like his brother. He plays exactly like him. And look where his brother's playing now. He's one of the best midfielders in the world at the minute.
When your older brother is Jude Bellingham, Real Madrid's midfield maestro and England's golden boy, the comparisons are inevitable. From the outset, Jobe Bellingham has been measured against Jude's meteoric rise, with every performance scrutinised through the lens of familial expectation. On the positive side, having Jude as a sibling offers Jobe a unique advantage. He has a front-row seat to the dedication, discipline and mindset required to excel at the highest levels of football. This proximity provides invaluable insights into the professional game's demands, fostering a learning mentality and intrinsic motivation to succeed. However, Jude's achievements cast a shadow that also brings significant challenges. Media scrutiny intensifies, with narratives often focusing on Jobe's relationship with his brother rather than his individual merits. This constant comparison can create pressure, potentially hindering Jobe's ability to develop his own identity on the pitch. Recognizing the need to establish himself independently, Jobe made deliberate choices to differentiate his path. Opting to display his first name on his jersey instead of the family surname is a symbolic gesture of his intent to be recognized on his own terms.
When we played against him first game of the season, you could see straight away. I thought he's exactly like his brother. He plays exactly like him. And look where his brother's playing now. He's one of the best midfielders in the world at the minute.
Do you feel like someone like Jobe has the ability to get to the Champions League level?
You could say so. I think I kind of respect him because he wanted to do his own thing, and you can see that by how he has his name on the back of his shirt. It's his name and not Bellingham.
His move to Sunderland further exemplifies this desire, providing a platform to showcase his talents away from the immediate spotlight that follows Jude. At Sunderland, Jobe has embraced a role distinct from his brothers, focusing on his development and contributing significantly to the team's efforts in the Championship. This environment has allowed him to mature as a player, honing his skills and gaining valuable experience.
There were so many good performances, top performances, and I'm just delighted that I contributed.
As we delve into Jobe's performance and development at Sunderland, we'll explore how this chapter is shaping his journey and what it reveals about his potential to carve out a legacy of his own. At 19, Jobe Bellingham has become a linchpin in Sunderland's midfield, amassing over 3,500 minutes across 40 Championship matches this season. His contributions include 4 goals and 3 assists, reflecting a growing influence in both offensive and defensive phases of play. Under the guidance of Régis Lebris, Jobe's tactical versatility has been on full display. Initially deployed as a left-sided 8 in a 4-3-3 formation, he has also adapted to deeper roles, including a stint as a defensive midfielder in a midfield trio alongside Dan Neil and Chris Rigg. This adaptability has not only solidified his place in the starting lineup, but also showcased his ability to read the game and adjust to varying tactical demands. The rigours of the Championship have served as a crucible for Jobe's development. The league's physicality and relentless schedule have tested his resilience, while the diverse tactical challenges have honed his decision-making and positional awareness. His constant performances earned him the EFL Champion Young Player of the Season award, mirroring his brother Jude's accolade in 2020. Such progress has not gone unnoticed. Premier League clubs like Chelsea, Manchester United and Arsenal have reportedly expressed interest, with Chelsea emerging as a potential frontrunner. Additionally, Borussia Dortmund, where Jude previously starred, is said to be considering a €24 million bid for Jobe. As Sunderland prepares for the promotion playoffs, Jobe's performances will be under even greater scrutiny. His ability to influence high-stakes matches could be pivotal, not just for the team's aspirations, but also in determining his next career move. At just 19, Jobe Bellingham has already carved a niche for himself in the Championship. But the question remains, how high can he climb? Top scouts and analysts have taken note of his performances. His tactical intelligence, versatility and composure under pressure have been highlighted as key attributes that set him apart from his peers. His ability to operate effectively as a central midfielder, attacking midfielder, or even as a forward showcases a footballing IQ that belies his age. Looking ahead, the next 2 to 3 years are pivotal. A move to the Premier League seems imminent, with clubs like Chelsea, Manchester United and Arsenal reportedly expressing interest. Borussia Dortmund, where his brother Jude previously starred, is also set to be considering a €24 million bid for Jobe. Internationally, Jobe has already donned the England under-21 jersey, indicating his rising stock on the national stage. A senior team call-up could be on the horizon if his development continues on its current trajectory. His strengths, versatility, composure and tactical intelligence are qualities that could elevate him to elite status. However, areas for improvement remain. Consistency in finishing and decision-making under high-pressure situations are aspects that, if refined, could significantly enhance his impact on the game. As Jobe continues to mature and refine his game, the football world watches with anticipation. The foundation is set. The next steps will determine just how high he can soar. While the spotlight shines brightly on Jude, there's another Bellingham on the rise, one that doesn't follow the noise but makes his own. He's not just Jude's little brother, he's Jobe, calm, calculated and coming. Over 3,500 minutes in the Championship, 4 goals, 3 assists and countless moments of composure beyond his years, Jobe's numbers aren't fireworks, they're foundations. Solid, reliable, building something bigger. He's already broken into England's under-21s, delivering an assist on his debut against Portugal. And while his name rings through Sunderland's Stadium of Light, it's echoing far beyond. Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, yes, they're all watching. Dortmund too, even Real Madrid is rumoured to be circling, whispering about a family reunion in white. But what makes Jobe's story compelling isn't just the buzz, it's the balance. He's a player who sees the game in layers, versatile, tactically sharp, calm under pressure. That's the stuff that gets you into the Premier League. That's the stuff that builds careers. Still, he's not the finished article. He needs to sharpen his final third decision-making, improve his consistency in front of goal. But the tools? They're there. And the ceiling? If guided right, Jobe Bellingham won't just be playing in the Premier League. He could be starring on Europe's biggest nights. So remember this moment, because in a few years, you won't be asking, is he Jude's brother? You'll be asking, how did we not see Jobe coming? He's still 19, and if you think this is his peak, you haven't been paying attention. And on that note, we draw the curtains on today's video. If you enjoyed it, then hit the like button and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our uploads. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.